Hey, John Grube, mantrain.com. I just got done a workout. It was a step-up workout, no weights. I'm a big believer in step-ups, always have been. Ever since I started looking for different ways to be more effective for me in my everyday world. Like I said, man, all the years I did the heavy squats, didn't really have a lot of crossover for me. A lot of years I did a lot of body weight squats. Again, didn't have a lot of crossover for me. So I wanted to find different ways. Being sore all the time is not very functional. Being injured all the time is not functional. Because I'm a blue collar worker, I don't have all day to rest and relax. And over the years when I lifted heavy and I couldn't fucking walk because my legs hurt so bad, bending over and stuff was just a fucking chore and a hassle. So it doesn't make a lot of sense now that I'm older and I see back in the day. It was like I could have been for a lot more and stayed more functional for real world stuff and not beat my body up so bad. But again, it was part of who I am, and I don't hate that I did it, and I learned a lot from it. But step-ups, again, a long time ago I seen pro wrestler Bob Backlund do them, and he swears to God, he said personally that he believes that his condition and strength is basically, he trained his whole life, but he says the step-ups and ab wheel rollouts are by far what he believes has kept him functional, kept him strong as hell, injury free, and all the years he wrestled. He was a very boring wrestler when I was a kid watching growing up. Nobody wanted to watch him, but his strength was amazing, his condition was amazing, and it was something that always stuck in my head even as a kid. And I'm not talking a teenager, I'm talking a fucking grade schooler. And I do remember an incident, you could check this out, it's probably on YouTube still, to where when he was wrestling the juiced up Hulk Hogan, and Hogan was coming in at about 300 pounds or 302, whatever he was billed at. I remember in a situation where Backlund had him on his back and Hogan had a short arm scissor lock on him, which I can't believe Hogan knew how to do that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But anyhow, Backlund was over the top of him and Hogan was on his back. And Bob Backlund grabbed him and just picked him up, held Hogan up, walked over to the ring and put him on the top rope and set him down. Hogan couldn't help him. He couldn't help him. Hogan, a lot of wrestlers will help, somebody jump. And so, nope, it was fucking completely dead stop. He picked Hogan up 300 pounds and put him on. I don't care what anybody says. That's a fucking feat of strength, okay? Try doing that with a fucking person, your own body weight, okay? And Patty Doyle, prolific record breaker, world record holder, breaking world records since 1987. I wanted to see where I stood with him, so I looked at some of his records and found that, let me try this step-up workout. And I found out that I could beat him. I submitted it, and I beat his record, and he beat me again. But I really didn't care because all I wanted to do was see where I stood with one time voted the world's most fit man. So I just looked. So at one point, I beat him, and I was good with it, so I didn't feel I needed to go back and try to take it from him because that wasn't what I wanted to do, and it didn't really do anything for me anyhow, except it's pretty cool. But so anyhow, I continue to do step-ups. I like step-ups. They're very good. They're great. They're very good for conditioning, whether you have weight on or not. But anyhow, it's when you have no weight, it's how fast you do them in a clip. Today I did them in. I think you can see. I don't know if you can see back here. I don't know where it's at. Back there, 16 minutes and 40 seconds. I did 500 of them. I did 250 one leg and then switched 250 the next. So I didn't switch legs until I got 250 with this one and 250 with that one. And I was doing them at 30 or 31 step-ups every minute for 16 minutes on a 15-inch bench. Now, you can try it if you want. But like I said, anybody can do step-ups slowly. Take their time. But when I'm doing them, if I don't have weight on, I'm doing them in a good clip. And I want to be able to do anywhere between 25 and 30. Today I wanted to go the best clip I could without being sloppy, so it was between 30 and 31, and it's pretty good for the whole duration of the 16 minutes. So if you don't think that's rough on the legs, you don't think it burns the legs, you don't think it's a quality workout when you're done, give it a shot and see where you stand. But you can do all the other shit everybody else does. It doesn't really have anything to do with anything. If your job is to just stay home, not really work, and you want to fucking do fitness all day long, go ahead, that's great. But I don't want to do that, man. I spend too much time doing it, too much time. There's so many things you can do to stay in great shape quickly without spending tons of time doing it. And you have more time for other things, man. So try it, man. Step ups, man, are something you're going to need for the rest of your life. You're going to need you stepping up, walking up steps, carrying things up steps, walking up hills, carrying things. Problem is, most people don't walk. Most of these fucking guys that go to the gym, they'll look for a fucking elevator. I look for steps. I park the farthest as far away as I can from the fucking store so I can walk. It's just what I do. Work, I stand. So I mean, it's up to you. I try to use my everyday activities, and I put it in the gym or outside or wherever it is, so I can be more functional in the real world and in my life later.